The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency of Rocky Point, New York.
Hey folks, Fred Golofaro here for this week's video fishing report. Some good things happening on the fishing front this past week, and I'm getting excited because some of my favorite species are beginning to show up in our waters. Water temps are on the rise. There's an abundance of bait fish, especially bunker. They're in all the bays, they're all over the ocean. Bluefish made their appearance last week in the Fire Island and Riches area, and at least one West End open boat had some mixed in with their cod catch. They could be swarming South Shore inlets by the time you're watching this. Last season, the invasion of yellow eyes along the South Shore occurred the last week of April, so we're right there. There was a noted improvement in striped bass action, especially to the west in Raritan Bay, where some quality stripers are already on the bunker schools. The South Shore ocean beaches and the back bays and harbors are giving up an increasing number of schoolies, with a few fish topping out at 32 inches. Worms and clams are accounting for most bass catches, but some have also fallen to soft plastics and jigs with red tubes. Frank at Chasing Tails Bait and Tackle in Oakdale reported the first striper from the local docks for Dan Hadler, who was taking a West Sable on Saturday night. Weak fish also appear ready to make their appearance. Multiple sources reported a few small weeks taken from the banks of the Quogue Canal late last week, and the first porgy of the season is already on the books. Rob at Long Island Outdoorsman in Rockville Center had a customer report catching and releasing a porgy from a dock in Freeport. Porgy season does not open until May 1st. Flounder fishing improved a bit, especially on the West End, where people had an easier time filling their 2-fish limit. Bob at Bob's Bait and Tackle in Amity Harbor put a 3-pound flatty on the scale for a customer Thursday. It came from West Channel. Mark at Bay Park Fishing Station reported the crew on Nancy ran to Raritan Bay Saturday for 11 keep of flounder on mussels and sandworms. Captain Nick Savine of the Oceanside base No Time ran west on Saturday and put his charter into a dozen winter flatties to 2 1/4 pounds. The group also tallied 6 small stripers. Up in the Western Sound, John DeCuffer of Jack's Bait and Tackle in City Island reported that Orchard Beach Lagoon and Eastchester Bay produced solid catches of flounder on Saturday. Steve Grasso and his buddy Kurt had their limit and released several others on sandworms in the bay, while Big Ron found his limit inside the lagoon. Hey, the fish are here and it's time to get out on the water. If you have a report, shoot me an email at fgolofaro@thefisherman.com. Include your name and as many details about your catch as possible, and photos are always a good thing. Until next week, I'm Fred Golofaro for thefisherman.com.
To receive the latest fishing reports, subscribe to the Fisherman's YouTube page. Click subscribe, then click the settings button and check Send Me Updates. You'll now receive notifications of the latest Fisherman YouTube videos and reports. If you're already a subscriber, make sure you've checked Send Me Updates in the settings so you receive the latest notifications.